Hello, round 7 of the Online World Cup after two previous very unlucky rounds. Now I'm facing Daniel Pastor. I have 4 games already played against him, 3 victories, 1 defeat. And on the positive side, either I win the game, or if he wins the game, he'll work as a tiebreaker for my best friend Ziemowit, who is now tying the first place with Michael Stryker and Yuri Golomako, and he may really need these boosters. Now, unlike in the previous game, this is a great hand starting. It's 20 ops. I have defectors, so he doesn't have them. I have NATO to be played early with impunity. I have almost exclusively playable cards as USSR. The main drawback is that I don't have good headline. So I think defectors it is. He had headline captured Nazis. And let's fight for Middle East, but I rolled only a 1 in Iran. This might start being disastrous, but NORAD wasn't the only good card I had. So, okay, Asia scoring from his side. I think the goal is the best candidate for a hold card. Because I have Middle East scoring, he just scored Asia for 1 point in my favor. So Europe is the only scoring being awaited. I think I don't mind giving him NORAD even. Okay, maybe let's play the goal. This time it was indeed a coup I wanted to see. Now Middle East scores 7. And it's going to be hard for him to drop it below 3, I suppose. Now the rest of my play is quite straightforward. Korean War to South Korea, and in my last action round, containment somewhere but breaking West Germany. Okay, he's doing this. Perhaps breaking West Germany and entering Libya, or okay. Should I be concerned about this access to Libya? I think I should rather be concerned about him being unable to break North Korea. Yeah, the goal is gone, but Suez is still not. Okay, now Suez is gone. The goal is only temporarily gone. Socialist governments are still not gone. And Europe is the only remaining scoring so far. That was quite wise, because now Socialist followed up with taking France don't work. Okay, Europe scoring it is. It's 0, it can be +1 for him. It can't get better for me, and even Marshall Plan can do it much better. But if he headlines Marshall, then I would have to give up coup in order to be able to. He headlined Fiddle for me. Okay. This is exceptionally weird. Right. I need to space duck and cover this turn. I was very unfortunate with this coup attempt, but oh well. I shall wait with NORAD, but sooner or later I will play it, probably. And okay, socialist governments temporarily gone. I didn't get another D card. Should I play distal now or not? Ops. I don't have ops to take. Let's perform some crawling. I think distal's gonna be held, which means NORAD's gonna be activated, but the later I do it, the less time he gets to boost Canada. And by the way, it was objectively a kind of blunder what I just did, because I should have played special relationship first, now that it's void. It's not a meaningful blunder, but it's something a good player in general should avoid. By the way, I don't like his move to Greece. I know this is a jump like now Marshall Plan immediately uh, immediately dominates Europe, but other than that, okay, he's jumping very slowly. He must have very tough hand. Maybe this Fidel was headlined just because he didn't have any better headlines. Right? Who am I to judge? I suppose he has Vietnam revolts and he wants to boost something here. Okay, he has Marshall, but he was waiting. But now this Marshall comes with no pressure on me, I would say. Okay, Indo-Paki is a risk, but 1/3, both-sided. Equal to space race, not very surprising. Okay, this is not going to get me anything meaningfully more in Asia. So let's just go here. As I said, right now I don't mind giving him NORAD. Yeah, that was expected and fortunately failed. Yeah, let's get rid of this ASAP. Because, okay, I was perched, but I have 3 1-up cards. And one of them is played right now. Here you are, my friend, help yourself. Getting rid of CIA is very good at this stage. So Romanian is not punished, Truman is not punished, Distal is not punished because it's going to be evented. I think I'm also eventing Korean War. So with this approach, there's going to be one punished card. Not bad, I dare to say. Where is Josip Tito? I don't know is the answer because he had appeared so far. Hmm. Hmm. You want to take India. Or you want to have a bigger coup. I'd rather you had a bigger coup. Asia scoring, so I'm gonna have my big coup. I don't think it was the best he could do. Now we're talking. Okay. Ay, 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 ay. Nicely played by him and nicely drawn. I no more have Distal. So Africa and South America are going to be quite tough to contest. But my position elsewhere looks quite nice. No rush with Korean War now. I'm playing my hand until the end. And my main concern is I don't really have good places to put ops. This distal grabbing made it so. Okay. Europe, Middle East, and Mid-War regions. I'd love to have a jump into Southeast Asia, but I don't. Okay, let's take India. Maybe not with Truman, with defectors. I want to give him West Germany as late as possible. So, Korean War to South Korea. I hate making it so slowly, but sooner or later it will be important to have Asia. And what he has in Southeast Asia is not easy to meet. Okay. Was quite nice of him to not play it earlier. All right. Let's have our access here. And yes, he activated NORAD, but he plays somewhat doubtfully. Okay, this was unlucky that he drew this scoring, and entering mid-war with 13 points ahead is great for me. But honestly, I didn't like several of his moves. First of all, when he purged me, he seemed to play too timidly. Come on, man, you have to be aggressive. To exploit the fact that the opponent is purged, especially that you saw my hand and how poor it was. ABM Treaty and Birchoff. Quite successful in Thailand. By the way, I didn't see Vietnam revolts. Okay, got rid with duck and cover. Now I'm waiting for his move. I assume he's dropping Defcon. After which I probably play Africa scoring because yeah, dropping Defcon and NORAD, and I have to play Africa scoring now because it's only going to be more expensive later on. Then I can sold for... I could sold for distal earlier, perhaps. But now that Birchop is gone, CIA is gone. I have the China card, the Cultural Revolution, keeping them both. Source of ops for distal, not many. But Finland, Yugoslavia. Let's first try to deny him the second attempt. First of all, when I sold for distal, I don't have to trigger distal immediately. Okay, he had this one. What scorings are left? Southeast Asia and Central America, and that's it. And we're on turn 4. Huh. Gimme, gimme. Haiti and Nicaragua are meaningless points. So Iran, Finland. Where do I want to distal to? Venezuela or Brazil is one place. Nigeria is certainly Southeast Asia somewhere. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I can just break here with a coup. Not enough. I assume he's cooing Angola now. No, he could Nicaragua. Now I have direct access here. So distal takes from Iran, Finland, Yugoslavia, and Spain, Portugal. I don't need this really. And Thailand, adjacency of Thailand, Venezuela, and Nigeria. And it's quite inconvenient for him to find a good coup target, regardless of the fact that, well, it's actually a good moment to coup. Okay. Now DEFCON is at 5. And I have long gunman and whatnot. Okay, I think I should play long gunman and see what there is. John Paul, inconvenient, but Vietnam, Kennedy. Okay, so much about me knowing his hand. Flower power. Let's preserve adjacency here, even if he coups Thailand successfully. And yeah, let's fight here. Flower power for a coup in Thailand, and he rolled very, very poorly. And he doesn't have cards he would like to use for coups anymore. First of all, he has OAS, Portuguese Empire, Askanot and Ussuri. These are his 3 ops cards. 2 ops, Vietnam, Portuguese, how I learned. Oh, he also has shuttle diplomacy. That changes things a little. Okay, let's fight very directly for the only knots regions that hasn't been scored yet. No particular card offers him good odds against Mexico. Okay, Central America is not going to get any better, but no rush. It's probably not going to get much worse. And it's quite important to be the first in space race here, where it makes a difference of 2 points either side. Brazil. Meaning I should protect them both. Play Central America scoring. Southeast Asia is the only remaining scoring. He has Ussuri and the China card. And if I were in his shoes, I would have planned to play Ussuri as AR7 and perhaps avoid playing Vietnam revolts as at all. Breaking Asia. This is why I am going to play Cultural Revolution as my AR7. That being said, AR6 is to play first. Should I care about Poland? Not yet. Bertrap is gone, so okay, Chernobyl, tear down this wall, etc. This might be problematic, but before it happens, OPEC should come. Okay, he evented it right now. And I actually don't think it was a good call. Maybe for the sake of Southeast Asia it was. But now that I can just grab the China card from him with Cultural Revolution, okay, he doesn't know that I have the Cultural Revolution. Now, where are defectors? Here. Oh, this was certainly not a good move. Ah. Where is missile envy? Nowhere in particular, but I can give him an empty NATO. What I'm thinking is to play Cuban Missile Crisis in order to be able to just play in Southeast Asia. Yep, just to drop DEFCON without a need of... Oh, okay, this Thailand may be hurtful if it goes. And it went. Muslim Revolution doesn't have any particularly good targets. And I'd rather give NATO when it doesn't work than Muslim Revolution in return for missile envy. The China card. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we're not winning as fast as we would like to. Oh, and by the way, he saved Kennedy. So my best bet now is that he simply doesn't have Southeast Asia scoring. Warsaw Pact formed, yeah. Nothing more to fight for in Europe, except not losing here on the spot. Yeah. Special relationship no longer void. Whatever. Oh, and I don't have coup targets. 4, 4, 4, 1. And 2. He's not gonna create coup targets for me. Yeah, let's solidify these ones. Okay, space it. Panama Canal returned should create a coup target for me. Uh-oh. Flower power. Show your power. Asia no longer looks good. Oh well. Southeast Asia is the certain scoring. OPEC is the card I'm waiting for. The good news is if he wants to make use of nuclear subs, he'll have to deny himself European domination, at least temporarily. But this game looks like something I could suddenly lose out of nowhere at any moment. It looked close but not close enough, and we've seen many games where USSR had over 15 points and then it started rolling down like as if Sisyphus had mm, dropped his stone. Mm. He's quite wisely keeping Kennedy in hand. Okay, let's give Argentina a chance. Maybe instead, let's directly go into Brazil, grabbing access to Uruguay. Southeast Asia for ops. So if I get OPEC, it should be okay, because I'm gonna see his headline, and OPEC is going to go first. On the other hand, if I don't get any favorable scorings, and OPEC, okay, the first information is I didn't get OPEC. The second information is I got Quagmire to get rid of NORAD. Which I am right now going to play. So I got 1 point. He has Kennedy and he has OPEC. Probably the best I can do now Missile Envy has a downside risk, and this game looks too good for me to take this risk because it's unnecessary, by all means. Successful discarding of OPEC, so let's play Europe scoring when it's for free. I'm playing the entire hand or I'm playing the China card. Is DEFCON an issue? I doubt. Okay, kitchen debates into South Korea because this South Korea needs being taken anyway, sooner or later. I want to delay Sadat as long as possible. Okay, now Poland should be kept safe. Even against Wałęsa. Okay. Let's keep him busy right away. Following it up with Brezhnev to Uruguay and somewhere. Maybe Guatemala. Maybe not Guatemala. Sorry. I said Guatemala meaning Colombia, but maybe Guatemala is a better option than Colombia. South Africa is a good option. It's an open battleground. Asia scoring is nasty, but apart from that, every scoring works in my favor. Okay, let's try to wipe him off Brazil. Unsuccessfully. And I got no mill-ups. So this was quite nicely planned by him. So I have to wait somewhat longer. Much longer. My advantage is no longer anything meaningful. Oh, what does one do with such hand? After being purged, so tear down this wall is not spaceable. Let's go with junta. Followed up with a coup here. As expected, the coup didn't work quite well. So let's try to take it directly. That's gonna be quite tough. South America scoring may no longer wait. Mhm. Quite conveniently, I have an appropriate card to deal with this with no downside risk. This, in turn, can't be dealt with no downside risk any longer. I don't think socialist governments can be useful because Europe has already been scored and won't be scored anymore. It looks like he really cares about Central America. And I really need meal-ups, so... Plus, I really don't want to play our men in Tehran right now. Okay, that was quite fortunate. Am I willing to push my luck? I don't think so. The game suddenly started being tough. Israel is the obvious target because it's the only one not vulnerable to Muslim revolution. As of colonial rearguards, I think I'll realign Nigeria, making use of my positive modifier due to Iran-Contras. The plan was good, but the roles were not. So much about my Muslim revolution, so much about my picket headline. Yet another quite terrible hand with two DEFCON suicides, so I have to space one, hold one. But I have Africa scoring. This time I will have to play our man in Tehran. Probably Central America and Africa, because where else? Okay, now that I'm forced to play our man in Tehran, let's see where it leads. Could be much worse. This in turn was quite good. Space Reformer, yeah, that's nice. That's also very nice that he didn't succeed in spacing the Reformer. Now let's play what I call arms race scoring. If he terrorizes me, I'm probably losing to DEFCON, but it's not a big deal. I mean, I can't do anything about it at this stage right now. Anyway, so okay, let's resolve event first. And these enormous boosts in Poland make it not so troublesome, so that I might pretend I'm just interested in Africa because he is. I'm interested in not being realigned of Nigeria. What's so hard to understand? As of space hold, I'm gonna space tear down this wall and hold duck and cover, because it's better to have duck and cover in case of missile envy. Turn 10 is going to be the very deciding turn. Should have switched these roles. Okay, he escaped my African domination. Now, as of the last turn, South America is very much blue. Select a card to headline. I think Indo-Pakistani war it is. Because what else? Followed up with nuclear test ban cooing. Oh, Central America scoring. I didn't want to see you. I didn't win the war. This might be not good enough. So let's attempt to be the first in space. Failure. Failure wasn't what I desired to see, because frankly speaking, this map doesn't promise me victory. Okay, I may terrorize him and hope that once in a while terrorism won't work against me. Especially right after Kennedy. Oh, that was a great card to terrorize from his hand. I'm glad to see this one. A sneaky little entrance. Aiming to play the Iron Lady and take Argentina. I couldn't play it right now because I didn't have points in Argentina, and I didn't have any points in adjacent to Argentina previously to my play. So after the Iron Lady, I would have had a point in Argentina, but it would be illegal for me to follow it up with more points there. However, now I am entitled to do it. And yes, I know that he has good realignment options. With downside risk, however, and if he doesn't utilize them right now, my next move is the China card to Chile. Influence to Uruguay, I suppose. And one to Colombia, but Venezuela is... I don't think it's really realignable. I don't think I'm gonna fight for Poland because it's not the biggest deal ever. Come on. What I care about is Africa and South America. Nothing to be done in Asia, and yes, he had US-Japan pact. Had he played it earlier, I would have gone to Japan with the China card instead of fighting for Chile because it would offer much more. Now he may... Oh, it's his last play. Oh, damn it. I miscalculated the turns because I played the China card, so I didn't fight for Africa. Whatever. So I probably lost again. This time I just didn't play skillfully. Okay. Okay. I didn't see this coming, but I could have won this game instead of drawing it. Thank you for watching and see you next time. And of course, stupid play that counts ties as a victory for USA if it is in the final scoring.